Wow, finally. So how are you guys doing? I'm sorry I missed a couple of days of Vlogmas. One of the reasons is because I am out of state and the Wi-Fi here isn't the greatest, but also I've been really super busy just visiting with family, and so by the time I get a chance to do a video, I end up it's the lighting's not good or something like that. Anyway, all that to say, I am glad to be here. It is Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend and that you are going to have a wonderful week. You guys just sometimes make that decision to make that a great week. It's Monday, and a lot of people do not like Monday. And for me, I love Mondays because to me, it's like a new start. So I can do something better. I could do better than the week before. So I have something very special to show you guys. Really excited. I think this is going to encourage you. And that's what this channel is about. Okay, so basically we are here in Seattle, my husband and I, and we're meeting up. We're staying with his aunt and uncle. And the thing is that their family has been, well, basically his mom and dad, my husband's parents, had divorced at when he was 3 years old, and they had 4 kids. And so anyway, the family has not been, let's just say, very much in contact. We were in contact with the mom, Maddie, and also his sisters and brothers, but their dad kind of had a different family at that point, and so they didn't get a chance to really develop a relationship with him. But anyway, he passed away a couple of years ago, and we ended up meeting one of their aunt and uncles. They've met him before when they were younger, but they were much older now, of course, the kids, and it was just a couple of years ago that we met them. Anyway, they've been really it's been a wonderful reunion, and so this year we ended up coming out here in Seattle to visit them, and we got to meet one of their daughters, Meg, and they have 2 other daughters, and hopefully we'll get to meet them in the future. Anyway, all that to say, she wanted to get some information from me. This is my husband's aunt, whose name is Carol. She wanted to get some information from me as far as our genealogy because she and her sister have been putting together the genealogy of my husband's family. And so as we're talking, she brings out this book that is basically my husband Matt's well, they're 3 times removed. So it's his great-grandma, Grandma B. And so anyway, she takes out this book that Grandma B has had for many, many years. And so that's what I wanted to show you guys. It's really, really cool. When I saw it, my eyes just lit up. And I thought, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that she has this book. And so anyway, I hope that this will inspire you guys to, different things. I'll talk about it as I show it to you guys. It's super cool. Okay, so I'm going to turn you guys around, okay? Okay, so this is the book. It's called A Line a Day, a 5-year diary. Is that cool? I mean, how many here have a Hobonichi 5-year book? So there are entries in here from the 40s. Super amazing. Wow, that is so cool. Yeah, it is, huh? So Adelaide D. Someone says beautiful. Inlet. So basically, I have a 5-year Hobonichi, and it is in an A6 size. And you guys, this is an A6 size, okay? So anyway, it has a clasp on it. That is very special, isn't it though? So special. Yeah, so I want to show you guys what's inside. Well, she has a prayer card in here. I'll show that to you guys real quick. It says, "Good morning, God," and a prayer card. So that came with it. And then this is the first page. So there's a place where you write your name and all of that. She didn't bother to do that. This is printed in the US, it looks like. But here in the front is so funny. There's the horoscope signs. Now, I'm not into horoscopes at all, but I just thought this was super funny. The little things that it talked about, the person's character or personality. Hi, Kelly. So let me just read to you because I thought it was really funny. This is Aquarius, which is me. So it says on here, an all-around person but specializing in nothing, fond of imparting knowledge to others, an excellent teacher, a good surgeon, a poor mathematician. That is very true. I'm a poor mathematician. Kind, generous, and courageous, common sense, stupendous, but too practical to be visionary. Never gives quick or drastic decisions, too restrained and discreet, writes fluently and pleasantly, but too superficial to be a real good author. Many bachelors, a good public citizen, best companions, Gemini and Libra. Is that the funniest thing? I hope that one day someone will appreciate my 5 years Hobonichi. Oh my gosh, I am sure that someone will. I am positive of it. You keep on doing your 5-year. This has really encouraged me to keep doing mine because I started it in 2018, kind of slacked off a little bit, and then went back into it this year, and I've caught myself again not putting anything on some of the days, but that's okay too. I just wanted to also show you what's on inside of this because I will tell you this is such an encouragement to me, and I hope that it encourages you because here I will show you real quick. Let me just go through here real quick. Birthstones and flowers, wedding anniversaries, weights and measures. Very practical. Okay, so here, if you see this, January 1st, on here, she has, this is 1944. That's what she wrote on here. So it's really a conglomeration of different dates, right? And so some of these dates are all over the place, literally. So it looks like what she did is when something happened on, let's say, January 1st, it didn't matter that this wasn't all 19 whatever. What she would do is she would just put the date next to it, and then she would write whatever happened that day. So then here she jumps to 1985, and that is so cool to me because she didn't worry about how it looked. She just worried about what's being documented. So this is just so encouraging to me, and I hope that it encourages you guys because it doesn't matter that your writing is neat and all of that. What matters is you're documenting it. Okay, so it may be that, let's say in 19 here, see, she says it's on here 73, 74, 75. There's nothing in 1976 on that day. Nothing happened, so it doesn't matter. She just didn't write it. So yes, it's kind of hard to look at it, and because the dates are all over the place. This is for people later on down the line, because like with us, we were looking at some of these dates and, you know, there's no chronological order as far as the actual year, but that's okay because guess what? They have used this book to find out a lot about what was going on in the genealogy. This is how they've been able to put it together. Yes, it doesn't have to be perfect. Enjoy the moments, Lisa. Yes, very true. Bree, she used whiteout. I'm so curious on what she covered up. No idea. And that was in 1985. And so, I mean, you guys, this is amazing, is it not? I mean, look at that. So she just didn't worry about what's in here. It's so cool. I'm so glad to see this, you know? And I think sometimes, because a lot of times we want to post our pages, that we want to make it really nice and all of that, you know? And I just don't think it has to be perfect to post it. I mean, this is real life. And that's what I try to do, is I try to post whatever it is that I'm doing. It doesn't matter to me if it's perfect or not, because it's real life. And that's what we're trying to do, is just document life as it happens, right? So cool. So glad you shared this. Thank you. I'm glad I shared it too. And there's a few more things in here that... what kind of stuff did she write about? She basically wrote about her children and what was happening during that time. Like, for instance, because some of this that I read are when they were already adults. And so she would write down when they visited, who they brought with them. Very simple. And I think, you know, sometimes we get into what it is, you know, trying to just have a journal and write everything that happened that day or what have you, and chronicle everything. You know, I just don't think that's always necessary. I think having something like this next to your bed is great, that you could just fill in what was important that day. You know, it doesn't really matter, because at least you're chronicling something, right? Instead of trying to get set up to do all the decoration and think, oh, I need to have at least an hour to be able to do this. Instead, you know, just put it next to your bed and write something quick that happened that day. It doesn't have to be detailed, because later on down the line, a lot of that stuff you might remember because you wrote the little tidbit on it. That's lovely. I like the simplicity of it. Yes, me too. And it's just quick snippets. So here, let me see what she wrote. Well, I'll tell you, there is a couple of pages that I found that talks about my husband's family. So right here it says, in 1984, it says, Jim's aunt came from California, rented a car to go to Carol's. And Carol is the aunt that we're staying with. And Anne is my husband's sister, who is actually watching my dog. And so, anyway, it's just cool to see that she's mentioned on here, you know. And in here, there's other ones, but that we were looking at last night. But these are the ones I found really quickly this morning. So I don't know where the other ones are. And on here, it says, Jim's children are all here, so excited. It's Christmas and snow. I mean, there you go. My husband was mentioned. So it's just so neat, you guys. And again, I just want to encourage you, if you don't have a 5-year journal like this, you know that Hobonichi has that, but also there's other makers. You can even get them at the store. They come in different sizes. And most of all, I just want to encourage you to write things down and document life as it happens, and just do a quick sentence or two of what's important that day. And so anyway, that's lovely. I like the simplicity of it. Guitar player's daughter joined, sorry. So, and then back here, there's all kinds of other dates as well. And she pasted something on here. So, are you guys encouraged? I hope. This is so fantastic, isn't it? So anyway, also just a quick plug. We do, at Sojourner, we do make the 5-year Hobonichi covers for the A6 as well as the A5. I think the A5 is not listed, but we already make them. Thanks so much for sharing. I hope my journals will be found and used like this in the future. Yes. Yes, I love it. So do you guys have any questions or anything? I mean, we're talking, again, this is my husband's great-grandmother who wrote these throughout the years.
Great.
What's that?
Great.
It's his great-great-grandmother. He just corrected me. So anyway, could you read what happened on 3rd of October? Sure. I did ask prior to, just so y'all know, I did ask Aunt Carol if it was okay that I show this and read some of this. So she was okay with it, not a problem. So it says Eddie came home from hospital in 47. In 76, it says something crap house in Periscope, took food at Cora, stopped at something Roy's. In 78, it says Bertha, Frank, Dora left 10:30 after breakfast, something, Lucille, and all the different names. I got my A5 5-year journal cover in Getty. It's lovely. Can't wait to start in 2020. Oh, that is fantastic. So you just got one, and it starts into 2020? Ooh, we should see what happened on my birthday. What's October 3? Kelly, is that your birthday? Let me see. Okay, January 26th. That's my birthday, and as many of you know, it's also both my birthdays, my daughter's birthdays, Krista and Kayla. It says Edmund in hospital. Sis came on at the 10 a.m. train. In 1953, infection sets in Ed's incision. In 1978, snow, banks, schools, federal something shops closed. 83, Jillian's repaired 9499. I don't know what that means. Paquita's workshop. Yes, it starts in 2020. Oh, that's great. My birthday's July 30. Read that, Ro. Okay. I haven't seen this kind of diary before. I love it. Thank you. Need to get mine. What a great idea. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Wallflowerish. Can you read the entries for Christmas, please? Okay, wait. Shoot. I'm sorry. Sema, what's the date of your birthday? So Christmas. Okay, people are asking about Christmas. I'm sorry, Sema, you have to tell me again. What's your date? Sorry. Okay. July 30. Okay. Okay, let me do that one first. Wow, lots happened on July 30th. So it says painting the house, 1944, Herb something hospital. In 51, someone stayed with someone she had something a few days before. I cannot read these, I'm sorry. 1976, Sunday something house. Well, it's very difficult to read. I can't read it. I'll take a picture for you, though, Seba. I have one, but I don't remember enter every day. Sometimes I have 2 to 3 year gaps in dates. But see, this is what she's doing. She has all these gaps herself. And then when she remembers, I guess, to write in it, then she does it. And then she just puts the date next to it. And yes, the Hobonichi has the dates. It's predated, but you can always cross it out and just put it in there. You know, and just keep using that same book, because there's dates where you don't have any entry, right? So even though it's only, let's say you started in 2020 and it's a 5-year diary, let's say in 2026 something happened, you can go back to it on that same book, right? So kind of like what she did. Hi, Rowena, do you keep 5-year journal? Or are you planning to start one? I have one, a Hobonichi one. And it started, like I mentioned earlier, in 2018. And I didn't do a lot in it. Encouraging that it doesn't have to be perfect. Exactly. And then so in 2018, I had it. I wrote a lot, not a lot, few things in it. And then in 2019, which is this year, I picked it back up in the middle of the year. And I started writing stuff in it. But then I just realized after looking at this that I've slacked off again. And so this has really encouraged me. I am going to try to do this every day. I had it next to my bed, and one of my trips I took it with me because I wanted to do some backdating, and then I ended up forgetting to put it back next to my bed. And so that's probably why I kind of stopped again. But I am going to do this. And I'm not going to worry about backdating. If I'm able to have time to do that, I'm going to do it. But if not, I'm just going to move forward, because this has just been so encouraging. And plus, again, like I said, if you have a different day that doesn't have any entry, even though it's not within that 5-year time frame, it's years later, you can still add it in. You know, so then maybe you could just have one book, and you don't have, I mean, unless you fill out every single day in like your Hobonichi 5-year, unless you fill it out every single day, then you will have room, most likely. And you can always, I don't know, I just think it's so cool that it's all in this one book. Encouraging that it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. So, okay, I wanted to read what's in December 25 because a couple of people asked about that. And then after, I'm probably going to have to go because I have to get ready to leave for my meetup today. So excited. Okay, this is the page actually where my husband is noted in here. The 24, it says Jim, Susie. This is 19... 19, I don't know what this is. 1975? Yeah, they would be born by then. But I don't think Sue was. Anyway, I'll just read what it says. I'm definitely going to give this try. Oh, that's great. This is so cool because guess what? Aunt B, who has passed away a long time ago, has encouraged you guys. This is so exciting. Anyway, December 24th, Jim, Susie, Matt, EHR, and Kathy met at Ann Arbor. It's in Michigan. On here, on Christmas, it says, Jim's children are so excited. Oh, Jim's children are all here. So excited. Christmas in the snow. I read that earlier. Thanks for sharing this. I wish I could read my grandma's journal. I don't know if she even had one, right? I wish all of our grandmas had one, or granddads. I created my own 5-year in-house in my Pebble Natural A5 folio. Oh, that's really cool. You'll have to show that sometime, Sema. Okay, in 76, it says home from Carol's at 6 p.m. Happy Christmas. Card something. In 47, wait, 70, no, I'm sorry, 77, so that's the year after. Family except Jim, all here or something. It says Happy Christmas. And then it says RK and I left to go to something something. 1981 EVA at Carol's, also at Rick's. 1983 H&G at Troy. Date credit in 15 years, 16 below. So something opened up about 3 a.m., something about stores. And then in another writing in pencil, it says so alone. Something. I'm not sure what that means. So anyway, you guys have any other questions before I let y'all go? Boy, I have a feeling Hobonichi is going to have a lot of orders today. So, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and go, you guys. Again, just here at the end, let me show you what it looks like. And look at, it's all torn up. It has tape on it, but it still looks cool, yeah? This is amazing. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Aunt Carol. Aunt Carol shared. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Again, I really hope you are so sweet soul. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for hanging out, you guys. I really appreciate your continued support. And let me know if you end up purchasing one of these. And let's encourage each other to just write in it and do whatever it takes to get something down on a daily basis. That would be so cool, you guys. And then at the end of the year, we can look back and just go, wow, I did it. And all because Aunt B put all of this in her journal, didn't care at all whether it's perfect or not. And that's how we should be, you guys. And so I'm so excited to see how you guys what you guys end up doing with your 5-year journals. And again, let me know if you end up purchasing one or starting one. Let's do something together here. That would be so cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go, you guys. I'm looking forward to meeting up with the ladies that I'm meeting up over in Seattle, the city. And so I will talk to you guys later. And as always, keep on documenting life as it happens. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.